morning and welcome back to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lahnert.
And, of course, I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
And we're always happy to see this guy, Dr. Walter Wendler, president of the West Texas A&M University, a shining star of education and character building in the High Plains. Dr. Wendler, welcome. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing just fine, especially after that intro. I really appreciate it. That's very kind, very kind.
Oh, no, it is. I see it each and every day. I met a young lady. We started a new intern here yesterday, and WT student, just from Levelland, and just one of the most brightest, energetic, ready to go, friendly, and I just find that consistently. Those young people down there continue to impress me.
Well, and I appreciate that also. I'll tell you what, we get lost sometimes, like any large organization. You know, we've got over 1,000 employees and almost 10,000 students, 9,000 and change. And we get lost sometimes in all sorts of things, you know, requirements from the state and, you know, local expectations and just all kinds of things that are all important. But in the end, what you just told me is the reason we're here. We want to help students become, effective citizens, engaged. And it's when I hear what you just said, David, I think to myself, this is good. This is what we're doing, and it's important.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Dr. Wendler, this university just received something very major from a major publication, Forbes magazine. And West Texas A&M is one of the top online colleges in the Lone Star State. That's quite impressive. Give me some insight into that.
Okay, I will. And Chuck, I agree with you. It is important. It is impressive. So many of our students now are what we call non-traditional students.
Right.
Some of them are older. They could be parents with families. They could be single working parents. They might be people that are looking to improve their employment status, with a promotion degree is the way we refer to those sometimes, at any level, baccalaureate, master's, even doctoral level. But we're reaching a lot of those students through distance education, and I think that's very important. So when the Forbes ranking pegs us as one of the better online institutions in the state of Texas,
right,
and that makes us important nationally, we're thankful for that. And a lot of our online education, some of it goes nationwide, some of it worldwide. I mean, I've been on campus at graduation where I've met people from not all over the world, but many different nations that have come for the graduation. It's the first time they've ever been on campus, but they were pleased with their educational experience. They wanted to use this. They bring the family, it comes as a vacation, and they go to graduation. This is important. So that Forbes recognition, and we get quite a bit of recognition from U.S. News and World Report for our online programs, as well as our on-campus programs. But these online programs are responding to the new needs of new students who are not like, especially I'll say, Chuck, you and I, when we went to school, typically, you graduated high school, you came into the university and you studied, and then you went out and got a job.
Right.
A lot of these folks, there's just all kinds of scenarios. What the typical student has changed dramatically, and online education is one way that we can be responsive to these students. And we need to be responsive or we choke to death, because that's the nature of West Texas A&M University. We have got to expand our reach, serve locally first, and do it with 5 stars, and then carry that quality and excellence and affordability to a wider audience, and do that digitally. And that's what we're trying to do. That's the big plan. That's what we've worked at in WT 125, and I see it starting to, in a sense, get some traction. It's putting down roots, and it's working. So it's important, very important.
Let me ask you this, Dr. Wendler. Your online presence, and like I say, that's really something that the colleges and universities across the country during the pandemic really excelled at compared to pre-secondary education, the high schools, the middle schools. Have any of those entities or those districts reached out to WT and asked about your model for online education?
We do get some inquiries. There's no question about it, because some of the folks are late to the game. You know, ours started. Our first major online program that really was successful and to a broad audience was our MBA program. And these are frequently promotional degrees. Somebody works in a business or government employment or any station in life. They're working and they see an MBA as a chance to progress in the organization, get new insights, new skills, and then use those to better their circumstance. You know, maybe get pay raises, promotions, that kind of thing. All very legitimate expectations from a university education. Because we were early and because we were successful, there are other institutions, I think, that look at what we're doing and try to pay attention to it. I think I've mentioned this before, but about a third of our students are online. Actually, we have a few students, not a large number, that live in the dorms and get room and board here, but they take their classes online to give them flexibility to work. So there's a lot of permutation. Who would think of such a thing?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.